Yeah. So I'm sharing my screen. Let me know you can see or not.
Yes,
I
sir.
can say so.
Yes. See, in yesterday's the first class, it was first class. In the demo class, just I have given some idea about what is Angular, okay, and what we can do with this Angular. So those concepts we have discussed. So just 5 to 10 minutes brush up, okay. So Angular, you understand some points. Tell me what is Angular. It is, yeah, framework. It is framework
Of TypeScript.
of TypeScript. Okay, so to implement dynamic web pages. So is it client-side script or server-side script?
Client side.
Client side script.
Is client-side script. Yes, Angular is the framework of TypeScript. We are using this framework to implement the dynamic web applications. It is client-side script. So Angular JS is also there. What is Angular JS? So it is
JavaScript.
framework of JavaScript. So version 1.x series we are calling as Angular JS. From version 2 onwards, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these versions till now we are calling as Angular. Okay. In Angular JS, the packages they developed by using JavaScript technology. In Angular, those packages they developed by using TypeScript. Okay. So you want to work with Angular JS, you need to have idea on the JavaScript concepts. You want to work with Angular, you should know the TypeScript concepts. So that is the difference between these two. Okay, and few more differences we have. I will discuss those differences later. Anyhow, now in companies we have openings with Angular. Okay, in companies we have openings with this Angular. Okay, fine. Now, so already I told you client-side scripts we are using in which point of view. Yeah. So here there are so many reasons to use the client-side scripts. One is to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. Okay. Yes. So all HTML controls are static controls. Those controls you want to convert as dynamic controls. Then we are taking the support of client-side scripts. And the next one, to validate input controls. Okay, validation point of view. Okay, so then also we are using this client-side scripts. Next one, to execute logics in browser. Yes. So in browser, you want to run any logics, then also you take the support of this client-side scripts. Okay. Next one, to work with Ajax. Ajax concept is there. What is that? One second.
Asynchronous JavaScript and maximum.
Ajax concept, to work with the Ajax concept. Then also we are taking the support of this client-side scripts. So in Angular, HTTP client is one service. So this service support we are taking to work with Ajax. So we will discuss how to use the Ajax and how to call the API services using this Ajax. those concepts I will discuss with you. So these are the main reasons why we are using these client-side scripts. So initially, programmers used to work with JavaScript, but these days, okay, many programmers they're using next level technologies of JavaScript like so Angular, React, etc. Okay. Now compared to the JavaScript, what are the advantages we have? That overview ID also have given to you. Okay. So now if you come to this point, so supports yes data binding concept. Okay. So this Angular is supporting data binding concept. So advantage of data binding is we can bind data. Data means nothing but a variable with HTML control. Okay, we can bind a variable with HTML control. That is the concept of data binding. Now, once you bind a variable with HTML control, what the advantage? The updates of variable, okay, will affect on the HTML control without any logics. No need to write any logics. Direct those updates are affecting on the HTML control. For example, if you modify the value of variable, those modifications directly will apply on the HTML controls. That is the data binding concept. Okay. Suppose data binding. Next one, single page applications. Yes. So we can implement single page application. Means what is single page application? Without sending a request to the server, we can navigate, user can navigate to the next pages. Every time no need to send the request to the server because all these templates initially loading into the client's cache memory location. So from there only client is navigating to the other pages. I told you we are spending around 1 week to 10 days with the single page application concept programs. That time only we are discussing how to work with this navigation and nested navigations, okay, redirections from one page to another page, nested redirections and login concept, logout concept and router guards. Okay, these type of all concepts we are discussing in this point of view. Okay, suppose that single page application concepts. Okay, so next one provides many services. Yeah, services we are using in functional point of view. Just I told you to work with the agile concept. So HTTP client is one service available. Okay, like that here we have different types of services. These services we are using in functional point of view. Okay, so if you take JavaScript, in JavaScript to work with agile concept, we need to write number of lines coding, but in this Angular it is very simplified coding, so provides many services. Okay, and next one here supports many validation states. Yeah, so you want to perform the validations, form controls validations that time. So it is providing template driven forms and reactive forms. Okay, these type of forms we have. So by using these forms, we can validate the input controls. Means we need not execute any logics in this point of view. Supports many validation states. Okay. Next one here supports material design controls. Yeah, by default this Angular is providing material design controls. So in Bootstrap generally material design controls are available. For example, if you take Gmail, the Gmail text box, when you click on the text box, some text is moving up direction, right? So that is material design control. Like that material design text box, material design button, radio buttons, different types of controls are available. So that support also directly it is providing for us. Is it clear? So it is supporting that material design controls. Okay, next one here supports design patterns. Yeah, so this Angular is supporting design pattern, that is okay. So controller based design pattern. I will show you that one. So sorry, not controller, component based design pattern. So we are creating the components. What is component? I will discuss with you. Any of these design patterns are useful for us to simplify the coding and for reusability. Okay, to simplify the coding as well as for reusability. In that point of view, we are taking the support of design patterns. Okay, next one here provides a structure to implement logics. Yeah, here this Angular is framework. If you take React.js is library. Angular is framework. Okay. What the difference between library and framework? The library functionalities we can use as it is, but you want to enhance those functionalities, not possible. But framework functionalities we can use as well as we can enhance, means you can customize according to the requirement. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So we can customize according to the requirement. That is one point. And second point is framework is providing one predefined structure for us to implement the logics. Okay. But if you take library we are using in another logic. Means if you take React is a library. So that we are using with JavaScript. Okay. Inside the JavaScript code, we are using that React library functionalities, but Angular is the framework. Okay, this framework, inside the framework only we are directly writing the logics like that here. So these are the main advantages which we have seen. Supports data binding concept and single page application, many services we have and many validation states we have, and it is supporting many filters. Okay, we can call them as pipes also. Yesterday I told you. So these filter support we have. Filters we are using to change the data from one format to another format. Okay, to change the data from one format to another format. For example, date conversions are there, date format conversions. Then we are using filters, or else. For example, here, so one number is that you want to convert into rupees or dollars. Then we are taking the support of filters. Like that, we have different types of filters. Okay, these filters support we are using here. Yes, so supports the filters are pipes, we can say this. Okay, now I will explain you what are the types of pipes we have and how to work with these pipes. All these things we'll discuss. Like that, compared with JavaScript, we have many advantages in this Angular. So that's why in companies these days, so they're using this Angular to develop the client-side logics. Okay, for server-side logics, yesterday already I told you. So in companies they are using different technologies like PHP, ASP, JSP, like that. In client-side point of view, so generally JavaScript, but now the next level technologies of JavaScript like this Angular or React, these technologies they are using here. Okay, yes. So these are the basic points which we discussed, and this Angular, who implemented this Angular? So already I told you initially Mr.AnjiReddy. Okay, so in 2010 he released the basic version, that is 1.0. One of the employees of Google Corporation. Okay, and he implemented this Angular in the year 2010. And what the version of this 1.0? Is it clear? Yes. So later they added more features and released the other versions like 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, like that. Okay, in 2016, in the year 2016, so 2.0 is released, and 1.0 or 1.1, 1.x series we are calling as Angular JS. They used JavaScript to develop the packages. From 2.x series onward, they used TypeScript. So that's a simply we are calling it as Angular. Okay, so that's why Angular is released in 2000, and Angular JS, if we take here in, sorry, Angular is released in 2016, that version is 2.0, and Angular JS released in 2010, that is 1.x series. That is the concept of this. Is it clear? Fine. Now, these are the points which we discussed. Which organization is maintaining this Angular? Okay, Google Corporation. It belongs to Google. Okay, yes. So this is the basic overview idea I've given again. And now we're discussing why they use a TypeScript in this version 2.0. That is very important in interview point of view. So simply they're asking, in Angular JS, they use it JavaScript, and Angular, they use it TypeScript. What are the reasons behind that? Okay, so that point we are going to discuss. Before that, you have any doubts, you can ask me. Abhijit, Galla, Vardhan, Hanumant, yes, Shobha, Vinay. Any queries, any questions?
Yeah. What is the difference between client side and the server side scripting languages?
So client side scripting, server side scripting, for example, yeah, if you take Facebook example, okay, Facebook homepage. Okay. That Facebook homepage, both client side script and server side script is available. So now if I type in my system, okay, for example, open this Chrome and www.fb.com I have given at facebook.com. Now my request is sent to the Facebook server and the page is displaying now. So means some data is downloaded. So that information displays. So in this point of view, the original client side script of this page is downloaded into my system. Means HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React script, everything is downloaded into my system, and in my system it is executed. So that's why if I right click and select view page source, now you can see that script is available here. Means client side script is downloading into the client system and it is executing in this client system. So in the same Facebook, server side script is there. That server side script PHP they use it here in this Facebook. Okay, so that's why here if I type /index.php, so same page it displays here. Okay, so because Facebook server side script is PHP. Okay, in case if I use JSP here, then it displays some page like this. Okay, something like that. So this is not a valid page actually. Then login is changed like this. The Facebook server side script is .php, and here also you can see that file extensions. Yeah, you can see PHP and .php. So here you can see the file names, everything here. Okay, yeah. So this server side script, the code is not downloading into the client system. Okay, that code is running in the web server, only result is coming. So if you observe this area login form, yeah, I will tell you one scenario for you. Yes. So now if you take login as one use case, what are the phases? You want to work with that login concept. So how many phases we have in this login concept? How many steps to finish this login? First, we need to design login form. Second one, validate. Okay, controls. Third one, okay, send controls. Means what are the controls? Username, password, data to server. Okay. Fourth, check username, password, or email ID, password. Okay, some websites they're using username, some websites they're using email ID. So valid or invalid. You need to check that. Okay. Next one here, redirect to either welcome page or invalid user page. Yes. These are the main steps which we have in this concept. Okay. In login concept, if you observe here, okay, first we need to design the login page. After that, we need to validate the controls. Okay. And next one, send controls data to server. And next one, username, password, valid or invalid, and redirect to welcome page. These are the general steps which we have. Now here, see in this phase, this is login page. So you want to design this page. Actually, we are taking the support of, HTML, CSS, okay, these technologies, okay, to place the controls here, HTML, to apply the borders and this button background color, everything we are using CSS, this technology we are using here. So that is UI designer role, okay, UI designer is working on that. And validations point of view, when I click on this login button here, so we are getting these error messages, okay, something like this error messages we are getting here with this some symbol like that, okay. So in this point of we are taking the support of client side script. Yeah, what the client side script we are using now? Angular here, okay. So means in browser only, browser itself we can check this text box is empty or not, and this text box is empty or not. This type of information we can see in this browser only. So we are validating in this browser. For that, no need to go to the server. Actually, some websites validating the server also, but most of the websites they're validating where in browser only. So here only they're checking this text box is empty or not, or password text box is empty or not. These type of validations. For example, if I enter here ABCD, okay. So then is it valid email ID? It is not a valid email ID. The format is not valid email ID. So this type of validations we are performing client system. So client side script is executing in client system with the help of browser. So in that point of in old days, JavaScript we used to work, but these days Angular we are using. Next one, sending data to server. Okay, so how can I send the data to server? So now we are using the mechanism Ajax. There are two ways we have. One is submit by using form submit button. So we can means insert the form with the help of submit button. We can send the data. Data means nothing but this text box values, right? So we are sending the data to the server. But here submit concept, these days we are not using the submit concept. Mostly we are working with Ajax to send the data, because Ajax if I use only this text box values I can send. In case if it is submit concept, entire page is loading into the server, means it increases the burden on the network traffic. That's why, so these days we reduce the usage of the submit concept. We reduce the usage of submit concept. Instead of that we are using Ajax. So you want to work with this Ajax, compulsory we need to use client side scripts. So what is the client side script we are using here? Angular we are using here. So once you send this username, password, or email address or password to server, there connect with the database and check that username password is registered in the database or not. In that point of view, so we are connecting with the server. We are connecting with the server database. So in this point of view, client side script is not useful for us. We are taking the support of server side scripts. Okay. So client side scripts are executing client system. Server side scripts are executing in web server, and database is presented, website database is presented in server machine. So that's why in order to connect with the database, compulsory we need to use server side scripts. Then server side programmer is creating the API services to check that username password is valid or invalid. In that point of view, so ASP technology or PHP or JSP, servlets or Node.js, like that we have different types of server side scripts in this step. Okay, now that server side programmer is creating API services. That API services he is receiving the data which we are passing from browser, and that data he is checking with the database whether valid or invalid. If it is valid, he is passing one value. Okay, if it is invalid, failure value he is passing. Based on that value, again, we need to send that user from this login page to same error page or welcome page, right? So in that point of view, we are using the client side script for navigation. I told you a single page application, nothing but routing concept we are using to navigate from login page to welcome page. Like that here, see, if you take the simple login concept, so in this validations, and sending data to server through regex and redirection. In these 3 point of views, we are taking the support of client-side scripts. Is this clear? Yes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
here designing point of view, we are using HTML, CSS. It is not coding, it is static content for the designing purpose. And the dynamic functionalities, we need to write the logics. Those logics, 2 types we have. One is client-side logic, another one is server-side logics. Client-side logics are executing where? In browser. Server-side logics are executing in server. So for example, I want to display the data in the tabular format. Okay, so from database, I'm fetching data and I'm displaying the tabular format. So row wise, and for every row in last, I want to put delete button and update button. Yes, when user click on this update button, I want to display the text boxes to update the data inside that row. In that point of, we are using client-side script. Okay, like that, what are the operations we are performing on the browser? In every point of view, client-side script is required. Okay, that client-side script is required. That is the main concept of this. So in this scenario, so we can use JavaScript, we can use, but JavaScript problem is coding point of huge coding it requires and not supporting the concepts like single page application, data binding, like that. These concepts not supporting. So that's why we are working with this Angular or other next level technologies. Is this clear? Yes. So here I told you TypeScript is required to learn this Angular, and the TypeScript you need not learn anywhere. Here only I'm discussing the TypeScript. Once we clear with the TypeScript, then only I will start the Angular concepts. Yes, initial some days we are spending with TypeScript. So without knowledge on the TypeScript, you cannot understand anything in this Angular. So that's why first I'm discussing the TypeScript. After that only I'm starting the Angular concepts. Okay, yes. Any more doubts, Abhijit and Vardhan, Hanumant? Yeah, you can ask me, have any more questions. So where client-side script is executing? In which location?
Client system browser.
Yeah, every browser contains interpreters to run this client-side script. Okay, so when the page is downloading from server, original client-side script also downloading here, and it is executing in the client system. Is it clear? So yesterday I told you one example. So calculator program you want to implement, right? Yes. So in that calculator program, user will enter some numbers, and when he click on the plus button or minus button, so then we need to display the result of those numbers. So in this point of view, this calculator program we can implement by using either client-side script or server-side script. Yes. Yeah. If I implement using client-side script, then for every operation, the code is executing where? For every operation where that code is executing, client system or server mission. If I use client-side script, so for
Client
plus button or minus button, where that code is executing, where it is running?
in client side.
Client system.
Client system. If I use PHP or JSP servlets or any that ASP, then where it is executing?
Server side system.
Server mission. So which one is taking much time?
Server side mission.
Yeah, because when user click on the plus button or minus button in his system, means user means nothing but client. Okay, here client. So don't think client is the person who is paying money for developing the project. Don't think like that. In our point of view, client means who is using our application. That person we are calling as client. Is it clear? So
Yeah.
when user or client click on the plus button, so if it is Angular code or any other client-side script code, so it is executing in his system only. That's why you can see the result immediately. In case if it is server-side script, the logic is implemented with server-side script. So he has to go to the server, and for that it is taking some time. It is depending upon the network traffic and internet connection. So that's why user will get some delay to see the result. So that's why most of the logics we are implementing with client-side scripts only. Okay. what we can't handle with client-side script. So as I told you now, okay, already I told you, database, you want to connect with the database or server, okay? So compulsory server-side script is required. In this point of view, client-side script is not giving support. Got it? And sessions you want to create, compulsory server-side script. And tokens you want to create, then server-side script. So in that point of view, in websites, we are using server-side scripts. We means server-side programmers are involving there, and remaining all concepts implemented with client-side script. That is your responsibility as UI developer. Is it clear? Yes. So any more queries? Yeah, actually here, if you take the different designations here, UI designer. Yeah, UI designer means who is working with these designing forms. Okay, so who is creating user interfaces? That person we are calling as UI designer. What the technologies he is using? HTML, CSS. These are the technologies, right? Next one here, UI developer. Yeah, who is working with these front-end technologies like Angular, React, Vue.js, okay, and Vanilla.js, Backbone.js, like that. This person means who is writing the front-end coding, that person we are calling as UI developer. Okay. Next one here, server-side programmer, who is implementing the server-side logics by using JSP, ASP, PHP, okay, Node, like that. This person we are calling as server-side programmer. Next one here, full stack programmer. Who is full stack programmer? Who is working with both UI development as well as server-side coding? Yes, UI developer plus server-side coding, including database like Oracle or SQL Server, etc. We are calling as full stack programmer. Means full stack program is working both these two sides, okay, front end as well as back end, okay. And we have the next step, that is mean stack programmer. So mean stack programmer is same as full stack programmer only, okay. So mean stack programmer, so in which areas full stack programmer working? So in the same areas mean stack programmer also working, but programming stack is different. In full stack, front end, we can use any technology like Angular, React, or Vanilla JS, like that. And server-side coding, Java, .NET, or PHP, anything. And database, SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, anything. But when you are coming to the mean stack, it is specific stack. Okay. So specific stack means collection of technologies. So MongoDB, Express, JS, Angular, and Node. This combination. Okay. So it is full stack development only. But what the programming stack we are using here? Technologies, MongoDB. That is for database. And Express.js, that is the framework of Node.js, and Angular, that is for front end, and Node, this is for back end. So this combination also is available. It is also having much demand in this software industries, but right now you will become as UA developer. Once you have good experience with this UI development, after that you can go with that mean stack development also, okay, to extend your so professional career, then you can go with that. So mean stack development also, okay. So these are the different types of roles we have. And I told you AngularJS. AngularJS is implemented using what the technology? JavaScript. And Angular package that they implemented by using TypeScript. Now, what are the differences between JavaScript and TypeScript? Why they used it? Why they changed the technology to develop the packages of Angular? Means any more advantages we have in TypeScript compared with JavaScript? Yes, definitely. What are these advantages we'll discuss? Okay. So this is one common interview question. So what are the differences between JavaScript and TypeScript they're asking? So those points we are going to discuss now. After that, I will discuss the differences between AngularJS and Angular. Okay. After that, I will start the concepts of TypeScript. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. Now here, the thing is, what are the differences between the JavaScript and TypeScript we are going to discuss now. Now, okay, so now here, if you take JavaScript, JavaScript is loosely typed script. But if you take TypeScript, TypeScript is, it is type safe. Yeah. So what is loosely typed script and what is type safe? That I will discuss with you. Yes. Before that, you have any more doubts in your mind, you can clear those things. Any more queries? No, no? Okay. Yeah. So in JavaScript, at the time of variable declaration, we are unable to provide the data types like number, string, boolean. These type of data types not possible to provide. Is it clear? Yes. Simply we are declaring the variable like where serial number is equal to 100 like that. So this is the name of variable and this is value. We are not providing any data type. And don't feel where is data type. Where is nothing but the scope of variable. So from where we can access that scope, we can decide by using where. It is not data type. Data types are nothing but number, string, boolean, like that. These are data types. Okay. So if you take JavaScript, JavaScript is not supporting any data types, and TypeScript is supporting data types. Okay, that is type safe. So here JavaScript is loosely typed script, I told you. So means we can store 100 here. Now in next line, I can store that Scott. Because this serial number is not restricted with any specific data. That's why we can change any type of value into this variable. So it causes some memory leaks sometimes. That is the main issue. But in TypeScript, you are providing a specific data type, means we are allocating the exact memory to the variable. So that's why there is no chance to get the memory leaks. So that is very type safe for us. That is the main advantage of TypeScript. Okay, so TypeScript is supporting different types of data types like number, string, boolean. Like that, we have different types of data types here. I will explain those concepts later. So this is the first difference between JavaScript and TypeScript. So this point is clear. So any questions you want to ask in this point, you can ask me. Yes. So what is loosely typed script? What is the meaning of loosely typed? Tell me, Ramesh. Shobha.
It does not have any data type.
Yeah, any data types. We are not restricting a variable with a specific data type. That's why that variable value, anything we can pass. Sometimes if the bytes are changing, there is chance to get the memory leaks. So that's why here in TypeScript specifically they use the data types here. They introduce the data types. So because of this data types, that's restricted value only we can store in that variable. Okay, not any kind of value. That is the main thing. Okay. Next one here, JavaScript is, yes, interpreted. Okay, and TypeScript is compiler script. Yeah, what is the difference between interpreter and compiler? For example, you are implementing one program, it contains so 10 lines or 20 lines like that. Now you are running that program, you are executing that program. If it is interpreted script, then what is happening? Line by line, it is executed. Yes, it is executing line by line. If there is any error in the specific line, it stops the execution there. It stops the execution there. That is the concept of this. Okay. And for example, I have 10 lines code and I got error in line number 3. Okay. Then interpreted script is showing that error. It will not check for the next lines. Once you rectify this error and re-execute, then only it is going for the next line checking. Is it clear? Means as a programmer, you cannot see all errors at a time if it is interpreted. But compiler is not like that. It will run, execute, it will check all lines of the script and displays all errors in single shot. So we can rectify all these errors at a time. Okay, that is the main advantage. And moreover, so interpreted script is a little bit slower than compiler script. Okay, so that is the main advantage. So TypeScript is compiler script. So we can see the all errors at a time, and it is faster also. Is it clear? Next one. So JavaScript is not supporting all OOPS concepts. TypeScript supports complete OOPS concepts. That is one more advantage. In JavaScript, classes we can create, inheritance we can use, but you want to work with this, yeah. So polymorphism, okay, or overloading. So these type of concepts are not possible. Namespaces you want to get, these are not possible because it is not supporting the data types. So many OOPS concepts are not available in JavaScript. But if you take TypeScript, TypeScript supports any type of object-oriented programming concepts. That is the main point of this. Is it clear? It is supporting more OOPS concepts. Okay. Next one here. JavaScript is not good to display errors, and TypeScript displays, okay, any type of error. Yeah, in errors point of view, JavaScript is not that much friendly to display the errors, and sometimes we are missing the meanings also. Okay, it is not providing the specific reason why this error is getting like that. This type of issue is there in the JavaScript. But TypeScript, if you take here, in this point of view, so errors display point of it is very clear. One simple example I will show you. Okay, then you will get some clarity in this point of view. I am creating one program. See this. I've opened the edit place. In this program, just I want to use script open tag, script closing tag. So in the script open and closing tags, just I want to use like, yeah, one function I'm creating. Simple example only, you can easily understand. Function fn1. So in this function, alert we are using to display the message box. So hi message I have given. Now I am calling this function one. So this demo.html, in this demo.html, this function I'm displaying hi message. So let me run this demo.html program. Yes. So display the hi message like that. Okay. Yeah. So now if I call function 2, yeah, it is not available. It is not available. That's why we're not getting any message. And how can you see the errors in JavaScript? Right click inspect, and in this inspect console, if I go with that console, so it displays the meaningful error only. Function is not defined. In this point of view, it displays that meaningful error. Now, yeah, come back to this function one. Yes, run this. So you are getting that hi message. Fine. Now here I'm taking two variables x comma y. Okay. And here I'm passing 10 comma 20 something. So here how many arguments I'm passing it? Two arguments, two variables are there. No issue, you are getting this hi message. So in case if I pass 30, now is it matching with this arguments list or not? The values which we are passing matching with the argument list or not? That is my
No.
question.
No.
Okay, so here I am displaying X also, let X. Actually, in this point of it is not valid, but it is running that script and not displaying any error message related to this. So same if you take TypeScript or Java or .NET or any other technology, you will get the error message, mismatch arguments count. Yes,
Yeah.
but here it is not giving any error message. Is it clear? So like that, for example, I have given X comma Y comma Z I have given and let X plus Y plus Z. What is the result we are getting? 60 is the result we are getting here. And here I am using one more variable comma A. I am performing operation with that A also. So now see how many variables we declared in this signature. 4 variables are there, but how many I am passing? 3 variables. Now here for that it is not raising any error message. It is calling that function and not a number that related message it is getting here, but actually it should raise one message here. So with the function arguments are mismatching with that content, it should raise one message that is not coming here. Okay, like that. So in errors point of view, displaying point of view, I mean in errors display point of, it is not that much user friendly, programmer friendly. But TypeScript, the same scenario, if you observe TypeScript, definitely displays one straight message to you. Yes, arguments count is not matching. Not only TypeScript, Java, .NET, and other technologies also, same message it is giving for you. Yes, that is one more some issue in this JavaScript. And here, next one, coding point of view, TypeScript is very simple than JavaScript. As TypeScript coding is very simple than JavaScript coding. So what is TypeScript here? TypeScript is superset of JavaScript. Yes. What is the meaning of superset? So it is supporting the all features of JavaScript. Additionally, more features it is supporting for us. Okay. So additionally, more features like namespace concept is there and data types concept is there. Complete object-oriented programming concept is there. Is it clear? Like that, many more features are available here. So these all features are available in this TypeScript. And JavaScript, it is the product of which company? Anybody have idea? Netscape Corporation. Okay. So don't related JavaScript with Java. Okay, Java is different. JavaScript is different. Okay. Yes, it is the product of Netscape. TypeScript. Yeah, TypeScript the product of
Microsoft.
I told you yesterday class. Is the product of Microsoft. Angular is the product of
Google.
Google. React is the product of
Facebook.
Facebook. Okay, like that here, TypeScript belongs to Microsoft Corporation and JavaScript is the Netscape Corporation. TypeScript is nothing but the superset of JavaScript and it is simple programming than JavaScript. I will show you one example in this programming differences. When I start the TypeScript concept, that time I will explain one example. So same code in JavaScript and TypeScript in these two programs I will show you. Then you can easily compare the differences between these two programs. Okay, same concept. Okay, same concept with two JavaScript program and TypeScript program. You can easily compare the lines of this program and it supports the data types, object-oriented programming support and many functionalities things it is supporting. And next one, it is compiler script. Okay, TypeScript is compiler script. That's why it is faster. Like that, these are the advantages. Due to this reason only in 2.0 version, from 2.0 onwards. Okay, so from 2.0 onwards till now, how many versions they release? All versions they use it TypeScript and further versions also they are using TypeScript only to develop the packages. Is it clear? So to develop the Angular packages. That's why in order to consume, in order to access the Angular packages, we should know TypeScript knowledge. So that's why first I'm discussing the concepts of TypeScript. Then only I will start the concepts of Angular. Is it clear? Yes. So these are the main differences between the JavaScript and TypeScript. So I think you got some clarity about this. And in our flow, running classes flow, you will get more ideas about these concepts. Yes. So now, what are the differences between Angular JS and Angular? That concept I will discuss in next class. After that, I will start the TypeScript concepts. And then it will take around 15 days like that to close the TypeScript concepts. Once those complete, and then I will start the discussion of Angular framework structure, everything. Okay, yes. Fine. I told you yesterday, once again, I'm repeating. So we are discussing the complete concepts of Angular. Those are available in the course content is available in the Durga Soft front office. We can collect that course content for revise. And we are discussing the database connectivity and API service calls, integration with Bootstrap. Okay. And the next one, integration with the font awesome icons. Okay. And next one, material design contours, third operations, like that. So promises, observables, okay, and RxJS packages, okay, how to work with this RxJS reactive extension of JavaScript, okay. That is one third-party package we are using for asynchronous calls and Ajax concepts like that. So complete, okay, concepts we are discussing here, and some part of mini application also I will show you. So concepts wise mini application I will show you. Okay, yes. So any more queries? And core duration is minimum 60 days it will take, no doubt in that point of view. Sometimes it may extend to 1 week also, or 1 week to 10 days. So don't fix before the 60 days. Okay, so 60 to 70 days we can fix in our minds. Okay, yeah. So any more queries, any more questions you have, you can ask me now. No other queries, right? Fine.
Yeah.
So,
hello, sir.
Tell me.
Yeah, sir. After completing this course, Durga Soft is going to provide interview calls or not? Interview calls provide or not?
See, interview calls means okay. So if any company is visiting us for the interviews openings, okay, then we are offering those things here. But this is not job guarantee program. Is it clear?
Okay.
So here, technical point of view, we are providing 100% stuff to you. And sometimes some companies are visiting Durga South. So if any company visit, then that information we are providing, they are conducting one exam. Okay, but it may happen or may not happen in this path. I don't know. Is it clear? Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
But this is not job guarantee program. Means some organizations, they are charging 30,000 like that, and they are telling job guarantee. We are sending you to the companies like that. But it may success or fail. Okay, we are not taking that type of risks here. So complete technical knowledge we are providing. So see this. Why should we pay 30,000, 40,000 and without any guarantee? Yes, if you learn these skills, okay, you can easily apply resume and you can easily get the job. That is very helpful to you in your work environment also. In that environment, you can easily work. Is it clear? So first try to get the complete knowledge, then you can easily get the job. Many calls are there. Once you upload your resume, definitely you will get many calls in short span, and it can be easily placed in the companies. Okay, if you have technical strength. Yeah. So I will provide you the videos. I told you now videos I'm providing to you. And this demo video already uploaded, I guess, in YouTube channel of Durga Soft. Check it out. So up to demos videos are available in YouTube channels. Once these demos completed, means within 3-4 days they are closing the demos, then link will change. Demo means don't expect the repeated concept every day. I will discuss new concepts every day. Demo means free link. This is free link. So it maintains up to 5 days like that. After that, payment link will change. So that time I will provide you the videos to your drive access. I will provide the drive access. Okay. Yes, that videos I am providing and class notes I am providing. The programs also I will upload into the drive. You can access those programs. Okay. Yes.
Sir, after the demo classes, it will be like a continuation with the regular classes, right?
So all are regular classes only. Link. This is free link. It maintains up to 5 days like that. After that, payment link is coming. So the time slot, everything is set.
Okay.
Won't change. Okay. Because I have there is no scope to change also because I have morning 7 to 8 one slot is running and 8 to 9 for you. Okay. Next 9 to 10 another slot. After that, my office timings will start. Okay. I work with one company that timings will start. That's why this is fixed time to you. Okay. It will not change.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any more queries? Okay, fine.
Sir?
The next class.
Yeah, I found somewhere that Angular is a MVVM architecture, and
Yeah.
somewhere it is found that component-based architecture. I'm
Yeah,
little
component based. Okay.
Okay.
This we are creating the components.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I will explain how to create the component, everything.
Okay.
So class nodes, I told you now, after link change at that time, I will give you the drive access, then you will get the class nodes. Okay. So in the, these 4 or 5 classes nodes you want to get, so it will directly send to your mail ID, but in this gap we have to register. Okay, then only our mail ID is available. No? So if you register with the Durga sound, then they will send the notes of today's class and tomorrow like that. So after payment link, I will provide the drive access. Okay, yeah. So that class recordings are available up to 6 months. Okay. Up to 6 months, those recordings are available to you.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yeah.
Any offline batch is available for this or only online?
So right now, I'm not looking for any offline batches
For
because
for this batch, this is only online class for 8 to 9.
yeah, this is online.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't start any offline batch. Not we. So Durgas have started some offline batches also, but I don't start any offline batch. Everything is online only.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Yeah, fine. See you next class. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.